Welcome back, guys, to another Slime Isekai Memories video, and today I will be showcasing you the top 1 NA and now Europe's #1 player in the game. He is mainly a Gopta lover and loves to showcase Gopta whenever he can, as well as loves to actually have him and pull him on the game. Without further ado, guys, I would like to introduce you to...
Hello. Okay, to Nick, aka Gopta God.
Yeah, Gopta guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I finished rank one in NA, like the last two Jubilees, and I think maybe I see the game a bit different, or maybe it's just because I have all the units. I can try new stuff and maybe find things out and maybe get the best strat every time. So I'm just gonna explain my general way of like going into Jubilee, because you don't want to spend like too much stamina on it. Like you're not gonna try like the same strat like for 200 stamina and find a better strat like 2 days later and be like, oh, okay, I wasted so much. And so I just like try everything and try like, if I'm not gonna get a perfect run, I try at least like, okay, boss 2, you're gonna need to finish it in 5 turns or 6 turns, or like it really depends on every month. And like I tried those things out first. Then if I can't get a perfect run, I at least like try the max output damage of this team. So I'm gonna try and nuke it in turn 8, but I'll get the perfect setup in turn 8, and I'll see like how much damage it does. Then every time that I finish, like I get the max turn bonus, I actually like take a screenshot of the score so I can know like all the ratios and everything. So here, like maybe in boss 2, if I get a really good overkill, I can add like 10k to my score. So I really like focus on that after. And then when I know like the best team, the best of everything, like I usually go like for very RNG dependent teams. Like I don't mind, like I'll spend like 100 stamina on each level to get a perfect run. That's like I don't mind that. At least like I'll know first, like, okay, this is my best strat for my team and my box. So okay, now I'm ready to spend like 100 stamina or 200 and maybe stay like 1 hour on the same level to get the best score. So like I try and think everything out like before, and then I go in. So first I'm gonna showcase like my light Jubilee team. For this team, like Phobia was just a converter, and I was using him like for his crit resistance debuff. Gazelle was the main nuker. That's why he has Shuna as support for him. And Hinata was like the second main light nuker, just to do enough weakness damage, and Leon too. So Earth Milim and Benimaru are like the main supports, and they're there like actually for a reason. Hackru and Kenya are just like random support, just to boost up the damage. What Earth Milim does is she actually gives like protection gauge at the start of the battle. So using her and Gazelle, because they have the same trait, you can actually start like with at least 30% of the protection gauge. So if you can add maybe Dark Milim to that, she has also the same trait. You can maybe get like 50% protection gauge right on turn 1. So you just need like 4 blues and you get your first protector on turn 2. But okay, that wasn't the strategy for this one. But the main strat was on Light Jubilee, you had 3 opponents. So you had Fire Benimaru as support for Hinata, because his trait gives actually like 18% secret gauge at the start of the battle. So just getting a 6 hand of oranges on turn 1, you would get Hinata's ult on turn 2, and you could actually nuke either Hackru or Suwei and get one of them killed by turn 3. So you would save yourself some damage, and you can just focus on the other one to finish the battle early. Okay, the main strat for this round was to actually finish in 7 turns for boss 2 or 9 turns for boss 3 and EX. So what I was trying to do is get at least enough SP to do the full nuke. What I needed was 30 skill points for Gazel, 15 for Phobio, 55 for Milim, and 55 for Leon. So that makes a total of 165 skill points. And that's what I was aiming for. Like, so turn 7, I need 165, or it wouldn't be a good run at the end for me. Or like, I'll take the run if I don't have a good score, but after after a couple tries, I would just retire if it wasn't a good run to save myself some time and like to aim for the highest score possible.
Mainly, this all this information is to help players that are really starting out the game and want to know what the strategy or what optimized strategy can be used to increase the high score in the ranking event. This can also help veteran players to see which characters actually do help out to increase the secret gauge faster and get those ultimates out to basically reduce the enemy force faster and complete the stage in a less amount of turns. So
Yeah, exactly. Because the more damage you take, your score, the lesser the score is. So you need to take the least amount of damage and to do the biggest overkill or the most damage in a certain amount of turns. So that was my main strat. So if you lose points for taking more damage, I'm gonna try and take the least amount of damage. And if you get more points for doing more damage, I would aim for that too. So it really needs more RNG, but if you get it to work, that's how you get a really high score. Okay, and well, let's try this team out for like on the water challenge. This is against Alice for the water master challenge. Yeah.
we understand this may not be the same conditions as the light ranking event, but we basically want to show you guys how the team runs and the build up to the high damage is. So bear in mind that you may not see the big damages from here, but I'll put the clip of when he was doing his actual score at the end of this video.
Okay, so I always try and like, it's of course you in the light jubilee you would have to use Hinata's convert to get the full orange hand, but this turn like we got lucky and we got like a similar hand, but using Phobio skill to convert. And I'm just gonna do like my main strat. So on turn 1, I would just swap in Leon because Phobia was just in the front because of Earth Melon. She would give like extra protection gauge. So you can see like right at the start, I had like 1/3 of my protection gauge right here. So it's like I have like 30% for it, and like I didn't even give a single hit yet. So you can just send that like that.
Damn, you're almost already have the protection gauge pulled out, maxed out.
Yeah, that was like actually orange orb, so it wasn't the best hand, but still it was good. Okay, if I had like 2 orbs on Hinata, I would have gotten her all 2, but since I only had 1 orb for her turn 1, I didn't get it. So, okay, we can work with that. I'll just try and build as much protection gauge as I can. And go with that.
Do you always aim for the orange orbs as a way to defeat the boss faster?
Not really. It really depends. I usually try and get like 1 good orange hand. Then I try and go for protection gauge or skill orbs because that's what's gonna really matter at the end to set up the best overkill. Is getting big hands, like 6 hands or 5 hands of orbs, and actually like having enough skill points and protection gauge to actually do the best nuke. So if you have like right now I have Gazel's ult, so if I want to, I could just like put him in the back and finish the battle until turn 5 or 6 when I'm ready to nuke, and I'll just swap him in when I'm ready. But if it's like not risky or if I get a second good hand, I can even nuke with him again. But usually, like I try and play it safe. Like if Gazel is gonna get maybe nerfed or something, like debuffed on turn 5, I'm gonna pull him out for sure on turn 5, so he doesn't get the debuff before I can actually nuke.
Right.
Okay, so let's just send. Yeah, we might not finish this in like 7 turns or 9 turns. We'll have to see, but like for now, I'm just trying and get enough skill points and everything so I can just send it.
Right.
Do that.
Right, so you always try to max out the skill gauge, right? To as much as you can, correct?
Yeah, that's well. Right now, it's really close to max. But what you can do, like sometimes you have skills like phobia skill. You can see when you hold on, it's like 2 turns, so you can actually use it 1 turn early. Because if you think about it, like if you get 2 Veldora prods, you're gonna be at like 160, and you actually need 165 on the nuking turn. So you're gonna need either 3 Veldoras or to use phobia skill or even Gazel skill, second skill. It can be used 3 turns in advance if you want to get the critical damage. So you can aim for that. Like if you have max, like maybe right now we're gonna have like max gauge. Oh no, we're really close. But like in case I had like 130 skill points, I would use like maybe phobia skill a turn early or something just to set it up easier.
Right, right.
Because that way I would need only like 150 skill points on the nuking turn if I'm able to use another skill early.
The idea of this video is to showcase and help you, the player, to understand the strategy to do more damage. That's mainly the goal of this video. Since we're doing it in an inadequate stage, you may not see, let's say, the big stonks damage, but you will understand the strategy and the build-up to do it properly.
Just send it like that, then I'll look. Okay, so let's say this was the killing turn that you were aiming for, and well, I don't have phobia alive right now, so I can't really do the biggest nuke possible, but like we're gonna lose like maybe 20% damage because he's not there. But still, it's not the worst run. So like if it wasn't if it was still one of my first runs, I would still take this run and get the highest score possible, just because I got the nuke on the killing turn. Like even if it's not the biggest nuke I could get, I'll still take it and send it because it's gonna be my highest score for now. So like you don't always have to retire if it's not perfect. Like, you can at least like do some testings, do everything like just to know like when you have the best RNG possible. That way you know like okay, this unit does that much damage on killing turns, so you're ready to get the best overkill possible.
Right.
Okay, so now I'm gonna put in Leon, and we're gonna be able to do the actual like a really good nuke actually. I think we should be able to kill it this turn easily. Let's do that actually, then we'll finish it off with the rest. Oh, I might have forgotten to. Oh, we killed.
Oh, even off element, you were able to finish this. The nuking really does work on any stage. Even off element.
Yeah, this team, it needs RNG, but because it was neutral damage, it could have worked still. And I think I forgot to use maybe Leon's buff or something. I'm not sure, but like still it was enough to to kill.
Well, there you go, guys. There, you are able to see the full strategy of it, and you can see that even in a random stage, you can see that the damage output is much higher than what you would normally be doing, which could vary from 10 to 20k. With this strategy, you're able to pump up your damage twofold, threefold, and in the actual rank event, as you're able to see in the clip right now, you're able to get a much higher damage output than what you've just seen. But thank you for your time. Thank you for your time to showcase the team, as well as running a stage differently to what you would be normally running on the ranking event.
Yeah, no problem. I'm really happy like to be here and like to actually like show people like what I do, like because I always get the question like on Discord or something, like when I show my scores, like what am I doing to get those numbers? So it's not really hard. It just needs a good setup and good thinking. Like I try and focus on the strategy, and like that's the main like that's the biggest part of everything. Like if you even if you get a better hand for this actual battle, if it doesn't help with your strategy, it might be better to take a hand that will be like less effective, like in general, but that will help you like get maybe more protection gauge. So you'll take that hand and maybe get like 4 Veldoras for the killing turn, and like using 4 Veldoras, that will actually increase your overkill damage. So I always like think, okay, what's gonna be the best thing possible to really like really apply on my strategy to really make it work.
Without further ado, guys, if you would like to see more ranking events run like this, you can always go to his channel. His channel link will be in the description below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please drop a like, subscribe for more Slime Isekai Memories content, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.